Yes, guys, what is up? Hope you're all keeping well and welcome back to the channel. Bit of a sore head this morning. As you can see, the glasses are on. That's how bad the head is at the moment. I couldn't even put the contacts in this morning. But anyway, we're fine. We're here now. We've an hour to go until the deadline. I hope you do appreciate me hopping on anyway. It had to be done anyway. But yeah, head isn't great. I'm laughing at a few comments there before I come on. Won't get into that too much. Yeah, hope everybody's keeping well. I've got a bottle of water here beside me. You can probably hear it in me then as well. That we're not fully with it, but we're grand. We're here. We're a bit tired. Um, what's Ian saying there? What were you drinking last night? Today you need cement. Exactly. Morning FPL tuning in from Krakow. Good man, Jack. Hope we're keeping well, Jack. FTBL09 Brundlefly. I was laughing at that before I come on. Rob in the chat then as well. Ian Johnson. Who else have we? Rizwan. Hope everybody's well, lads. Hope you are keeping well. 57 minutes to go until the deadline. 57 minutes to go until I can go back to bed, I suppose. But anyway, we're here. John Lanigan, you'll be grand. Exactly. This is the team for now. I'm probably giving you a little sneak peek on what I've already done, but 3 free transfers have been used. Yeah, and as you can see there, the Trent move has been made. Let's rewind back to a little recap of last week anyway. Keep the questions coming in if you can at all. Get the likes going on the stream if you can. Is my decision making capabilities up to scratch now? Of course they are, Michael. We're grand. We are grand. Just tired is all. Don't worry about that. Quick recap anyway. Last week, 59 points. Big thing was going Haaland over Palmer captain. I thought it was worth the risk. Saturday I was happy out until he went down to 14 points from the Ironman. Lost that bonus point. And then obviously Palmer got that haul. 2 goals and an assist. 2 from the spot. Sure luck. For now though, 122k overall. We're going well. Let's get straight into the Discord anyway. Can we get the likes going on the chat then as well if you are in the stream, if you wouldn't mind. We're trying to get this pushed out to as many people as possible. And if you haven't subscribed already, head on down there, click subscribe, and you'd make a very hungover man happy on this Saturday afternoon. I was saying good morning from the chat, but no, it's good afternoon at this stage. Probably look, it's a later deadline as well. Right, let's get straight into Michael's team anyway on the Discord. What are we saying, Michael? 0.2 million in the bank and 3 free transfers. Any moves, guys? So what do you know? You've Salah, you've no Saka, so I'd probably be looking towards getting in Saka there. Michael, you've no money to get him in without. Let's wait and see what Gabriel is first, anyway, Michael. We might get some news before the deadline, and let's come back to you. But if not, you kind of need Saka there. You have 3 transfers anyway. You've no way of getting Saka in 1 or 2 moves unless you get rid of Bowen, but I wouldn't be going for that. Canat is a bit of an issue there, but you can't get Saka even with that then. Maybe you have to avoid him. Bruno too. Anyone else in midfield? It's a pity you can't get Saka. Would you nearly go Odegaard at that price, Michael? Maybe. If you can't get towards Saka. Let's wait and see what the news on Gabriel is first. It's a big pity you can't get Saka though. Let's wait and see if we get Gabriel news, and let's come back to you, Michael. But for now, maybe Bruno to Odegaard. If you do have enough money, let us know if you have enough money for that. But I do think you need an Arsenal attacker for the Everton game today. But we should get team news before the deadline, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's see how we get on. But let me know if you can do Bruno to Odegaard, Michael, and then we'll see how we go with that. What was I drinking last night? We'll forget about the drink for now anyway. FTBL09, right, let's get straight over to Twitter, so let's get you up on stream. What are you saying? Hello from Sydney, 11:30 PM, Ian. Thanks for tuning in. What are you saying here, FTBL? I saw you. Yeah, here we go. Sorry to the Serbia, don't be sorry at all. I'm thinking to use my 2 free transfers. Jackson to Langshire, Madison to Palmer. Thoughts? Can you get to me before the deadline? Because I'll party tonight. Well, enjoy the party first off. I wouldn't do that. No need to get rid of Jackson. Jackson could easily do well or as good as Palmer this evening, or tomorrow evening. No, so I'd leave off that. If it's for free, maybe. All depends who you're captain and then as well FTBL. If you're looking towards captain and Palmer, go for it. If you have the likes of Salah, I wouldn't worry about that. Leave as is. And I think you'll be fine with that. Hopefully that's all right. Hopefully you do enjoy the party. Made the Trent move. I did. Let's go into my own team here. See how we're looking. So Haaland is gone. Should have been gone a few weeks ago. Probably a bit stubborn on keeping Haaland. Isak's in, Saka's in, and Trent's in. 3 good transfers. It's mad what you can do with the money once Haaland is gone. yeah, I'm happy enough with Salah captain. It's going to be very close between him and Palmer, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm on Salah captain. Let's see how we go. What else will be there? Bench one: Rogers, Enzo, Cunha, Jackson, Joe Pedro. Maybe Rogers, Cunha, Joe Pedro. I wouldn't be getting rid of those anyway. I think it's fine with that. Maybe Rogers out of those. There's a slight chance he could be rotated, but I think you probably do bench him. What's the plan if Gabriel isn't playing? Davies isn't a bad sub to bring in here. Probably see Wolves and Ipswich scoring. Both teams scoring that game, but if Gabriel doesn't play, Arteta said he trained yesterday, but there was 45, 46 pictures released yesterday, and there's no sign of Gabriel. So that doesn't look too optimistic on a start from today. But we might get some news in the next 50 minutes or so. But yeah, that's how I am for now. Took an 8-point hit last night to get Isak in, replacing João Pedro. Thoughts wouldn't have took the 8-point hit for that. João Pedro could easily do well against Crystal Palace at home. Bruno to Saka and Smith Rowe to Souček. If it's for free, and Bruno to Saka on its own, if you can, don't bother with the Souček move. Hope you had a lovely evening, Mystic. Appreciate that. What do you think of Flecken, Kelleher, and Verdial to Alisson, Gabriel, and Fabianski for a -8? No, don't do that. Gabriel, there's a chance he doesn't even play today, so wait until close to the deadline. But that's not even more than -8. Definitely not. Flecken, Kelleher, and Verdial, not for two goalkeeper transfers, Mystic. Don't do that. Should I bring in Saka or Palmer? Already have Jackson. Probably Palmer. It's very, very close with the captaincy between Salah and Palmer. Right, let's get a captaincy poll going first off. While I'm doing this, if you haven't subscribed, head on down there, please. Click subscribe. We're trying to hit 7,250 subs before Christmas. 2 game weeks to go. Very, very. It's going to be very tough to do it, but if you haven't done so already, head on down there, click subscribe if you can at all. Even if we hit 7.2k before Christmas, that'd be great. But we're 94 subs off hitting that, so we have a bit of a job on. Anyway, let's get the captaincy poll up. Like the stream if you haven't done so already. Would really appreciate that too. Right, Gaming 16 captaincy poll. Who are we saying? We're saying Salah, Palmer, Saka, and Isak. It's mad, even Haaland doesn't even make it into the top 4 of a captaincy poll now. Crazy. Right, let's see what the chat is saying on that. Start Ahmad or Rogers? Probably Rogers. There's a lad on Twitter that has predicts the Villa lineups, and he has Rogers down as a 90% start, so probably we'll go with Rogers there. Start Rogers or Mbeumo. Probably we'll go with Rogers still over Mbeumo. Do you suggest getting rid of Smith Rowe or saving my free transfer Yang? Depends who you're bringing in. If you're bringing in the likes of Saka, obviously that's a free transfer you can do, but if you're bringing the likes of Enzo, probably would save the free transfer there. Probably not worth that. Just roll. William, hope you're keeping well. Afternoon FPL era. Give my team a look in the Discord. Here we go. Let's have a look at it. So, what are we saying? 2 free transfers, 3.4 in the bank. Haaland captain. William, I'd be moving on Haaland if you can. Get Salah back in. Haaland, and surely you can get Dibbling. Haaland to Isak, Dibbling to Salah. Let us know if you can do that, William. I'll just send it to you here. Haaland and Dibbling to Isak and Saka. Let's see if you can afford that. If not, let's go back. Forward line: Isak, Pedro, and Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen's on a bad punt. Who are Bournemouth playing today? West Ham won the night. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Thoughts on Souček as a downgrade from Smith Rowe to forward Bruno to Saka? Ian, you're messing around with the 5 million mark. I'd nearly go Ahmad around that price, to be honest with you. Obviously the City fixture isn't ideal. To be honest, it's not even a bad fixture for United. Are we at home? No, it's in City. Fair enough. But around that price, what's Souček? He's around 5 million, is he? Yeah, I'd be going Ahmad at that price, definitely. Souček's only good for a header once every 2-3 weeks, if even. You're not going to get many more returns off him, so I wouldn't worry about that. Ahmed's probably one of our best players at the moment. Himself and Hoyland had a fallout during the week, but I'd be going Ahmed at that price, definitely. I'm looking at Ahmed. Let's have a look at United's fixtures, actually. I'm looking towards Ahmed in for Rodgers in a week or two. Whereas United's fixtures here. After the City game, yeah. Bournemouth, Wolves, Newcastle at home. Southampton, Newcastle and Liverpool there as well. Yeah, probably looking towards Ahmed in for those fixtures. If you can bench him this week, do that. And then I'd definitely prefer Ahmed over Souček for sure. Best Smith Rowe alternative, Ahmed after this week. Sent my team on X. Let's go over to X. So keep the questions coming in. We've 50 something in the chat, so I really appreciate everyone who has tuned in so far. If you haven't done so already, please head on down there, click subscribe on the channel, give the stream a like if you haven't done so already. Perfectly, 0.8 in the bank. William, you're good to go then. Right then, let's get a few of the teams up here. What are we saying? FTBL09 first up here. This is my brother's teams. He has 0.4 million in the bank and 5 free transfers. He's going to have to use one, so you're missing Cooney up front. Stewart. I'd be playing Rodgers over Kirkes anyhow. 3-5-2. But you're going to have to use a free transfer. Even downgrade Onana. United's fixtures aren't too bad though. Where could you use a free transfer there? Bruno to... Who could you bring in around that price? Odegaard, but you already have Saka. And that'll be your 3 Arsenal lads blocked off then, so maybe not. Let us know as well what you think of the assistant managership. We haven't even got into that yet. Who are we saying here though? Around the Bruno price tag. I'd be probably moving... you can nearly keep him actually for this week. But you have to burn a transfer somehow. Digne. Who would you go there though? Midfield is very good, apart from Bruno. João Pedro needs a cup top is good. You've no Cunha, that's fine though. Even if you did Jaros, Fabianski, save one of your Liverpool spots, he has to burn a free transfer there with 5 free transfers. Probably just go that, man. FTBL09, tell your brother to do that. Is what I would say. Team isn't too bad. You've no money to get a replacement for Bruno really, or someone up top. So yeah, I'd probably just use on. It's a very boring transfer, but I'd just use that. Palmer for the Ironman. Emmett. I'm on Salah. Right, who else over there? Rob, we'll get to you now. What are we saying? Send help. Generally think I'll roll and have 2 free transfers next week. Don't trust myself these days. It's every 50-50 I'm making going wrong. Captain Saka over Palmer. Haller Caldwell won't come off the bench if Gabriel doesn't play. Yeah, Caldwell on the bench. Brentford might sneak one. No Salah though, Rob. Haaland out. Get Salah in. Haaland and Dibbling out. Isak and Salah in. There's your moves. Salah captain. If that's alright, that's what I would be saying to you. Ian Johnson. Thoughts legend. Appreciate that. What are we saying? Sanchez, Wan-Bissaka, Virgil, Pedro Porro, Mbeumo, Salah, Saka, Palmer, Wood, Jackson and Cunha. Wouldn't be getting rid of Wood, to be honest with you. Aston Villa at home. Mbeumo to Bowen, maybe. You've got the 3 premiums in midfield anyway, so you don't have to go too much there. Maybe Bowen. Maybe Bowen and Ian if you can. Should I transfer Cunha to Isak? No. If it's for free, maybe. If you've got a couple of free transfers. If not, Cunha could do very well against Ipswich at home as well, so I wouldn't be too fussed on that move. Who's your first manager you're bringing in, Ian? All depends. I kind of messed up last week taking out Salah for Saka. I thought it was going to pay off with the Fulham game. He nearly did when he scored that goal in the last minute. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off. So I lost 0.3 there. So that's 0.3 that could have been put towards the manager, but it hasn't been. So I don't know. I'm tempted to go lower league. We'll see how we go. Or lower table. Let's see. Irish guy, nice jersey, and I'll appreciate that. Would you start Lewis Haller and Mbeumo? Always start the attacker. Always start the attacker. Right, Coops, glad to see you made it, even with the sore head. Appreciate it. Need to fix some problems in the fence. Unfortunately, 0.2 off getting Trent and Gabriel. So consider either Trent plus Timber or Gabriel plus Van Dijk. Or maybe avoiding the doubts of Arsenal and go cheaper with Caldwell. If you're bringing in the Gabriel, wait until closer to the deadline. If we do get news. As I said, Arteta, he's an awful troll at the moment. He's nearly worse than Eddie Howe. He said he's trained, but there was 45, 46 pictures and a release yesterday, and Gabriel wasn't in one of them. So I'm not that confident of a Gabriel start for now. But let's see, do we get any news before the deadline? I have Davies on the bench that can come in from. Not ideal. I'd obviously prefer to have Saliba or Timber. Van Dijk and Gabriel doesn't sound too bad. Or Trent and Timber. If Gabriel is fit, Gabriel and Van Dijk, I'd be going that. 0.2 off getting Trent, fair enough. Yeah. Gabriel and Van Dijk if Gabriel is fit, Coops, if that's alright. Right, back to the chat here then. How are we looking? We have 53 watching, appreciate that. We have 20 likes on stream then as well. If we can get close to 25, 30, and please, if you haven't done so already, head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. We're trying to hit 7,250, probably 7.2k is a more realistic goal before Christmas. You'd make an Irishman very happy before Christmas. If you can do it all, head on down there, click subscribe. Is Van Dijk a good option for Arnold? If you can't get Trent, Van Dijk's your next man, that's fine. He could easily get a goal over the next couple of weeks anyway. Van Dijk from set piece. Should have got 2 against City, at least 1 anyway. Transfer plans to replace Odegaard with Enzo. No, don't get rid of Odegaard, which enables Trent in the fence. Any thoughts? Given I have Van Dijk, Saka, Palmer, Isak already, don't do that. Keep Odegaard. He could easily do well today. Coops, no bother at all. Good stuff. Just posted Team Legend. Appreciate that, Ian. Let me know if that's alright. So the transfer Cunha to Isak? No, don't do that. Ashrash, my team is Raya, Gabriel, Caldwell, Aït-Nouri, Palmer, Saka, Salah, Rodgers, Isak, Cunha, and Joe Pedro. Greaves, Mikalenko, Dibbling on the bench. Got Salah and Isak this week, -4 hit. Would you take a -8 for Trent? No. All good there. Rodgers to Enzo word it this week also. Would you start 3? Who would you start out of Gabriel, Aït-Nouri, Caldwell, Poro? Rodgers to Enzo word it this week. If you've got a couple of free transfers, yeah. I prefer Ahmad, as I said, after the City game this week. So go nearly keep Rodgers this week if you can. Maybe Dibbling second bench there, that's alright. Lewis Hall or Mbeumo, start the attacker, yeah. Greaves to Trent with Aït-Nouri on the bench for Gabriel, or Aït-Nouri to Trent and have more money in the bank. Greaves to Trent is fine, yeah. Aït-Nouri, they still have decent fixtures. He got the assist during the week. He'll do alright against Leicester then next week also. Fingers crossed he doesn't get that yellow card today, and then we can offload him then. Two more decent fixtures for Wolves, and then I'll be getting rid of Aït-Nouri and Cunha. Hey bro, just wanted to know why Salah over Palmer, as Palmer has a struggling away Brentford side. Your thoughts on this? They're missing Anderson and Bassey, isn't it? Fulham. It's gonna be very close between Salah and Palmer anyway. It's just a good feeling on Salah. I could easily leave it on Palmer if I wanted to. I'm happy enough to leave it on Salah, to be honest with you. Go with your gut. My gut just tells me Salah. Palmer wasn't ideal last week going Haaland against Palmer. Hopefully Palmer doesn't annoy me 2 weeks in a row. He probably will, to be honest with you. But I'm happy enough leaving it on Salah. Right, we've got 40 minutes to go until the deadline. We're flying through this anyway. Keep the questions coming in. As I said there, I've 3 free transfers used. What are we saying here then? Just looking for any Gabriel news. Appreciate the few new subs as well. If you haven't done so already, head on down there. Please click subscribe on the channel. Would be very appreciated. Still have Haaland, Sheldon. If you don't have Salah, get him in, or Sack even. Use your money from Haaland. City, there's something wrong with City at the moment. Anyway, Dharma, hello. My team is Raya, Gabriel, Garv. I don't know who Garv is. Maybe Greaves is. Are you saying? Kulusevski, Saka, Palmer, Rodgers. Best defender around 4.5 million. Want to captain Haaland. He's a massive differential as it is anyway. Every point last week for Haaland put me up 9k places, which is crazy. The fact we're on about Haaland like that, he's going to be even more of an increase in rank. The amount of people have got rid of him now. He's around the 40% mark. But what are you saying? 4.5 million defender. The Bournemouth lad. What's the name? The chill guy. Hudson. This fella. Bournemouth, sorry, I said Brentford, did I? Get him in. Probably he's the best shout. Senesi's out for a couple of weeks then also, so I'll probably look towards him then. When the Wildcat have still got it before the new year anyway, before it disappears. But today will be a decent one if we do get Arsenal news. Boxing Day is always kind of hectic then as well, or St. Stephen's Day. Probably St. Stephen's Day then if you can. Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, all of lovely, lovely fixtures St. Stephen's Day and the 27th. So maybe go for that. Vardiol. What are we saying, Vardiol? Adam sent the team on Twitter. Right, let's get into the team on Twitter. Keep Masters up first, Adam, if that's alright. What are we saying? Coops, we got to you already. One free transfer, I'm quite happy. Any ideas? Fabianski over Pickford, fair enough. Saliba, Nori, Gabriel. You've Kirkus on the bench. Maybe put Hall for a sub over Kirkus. Saka, Palmer, Salah captain. Like to see Salah captain. Good man, Keith. Bowen, Evan Nielsen, Cunha, Jackson. Team is looking well. Hall, first sub in case Gabriel doesn't play. And you're good to go then. Next up then, what are we saying? Adam, right, here we go. 2 free transfers. Mazraoui, Cucurella, Garnacho, Enzo. Flecken, Mazraoui, Gabriel, Robertson. Robertson's a bit of a pain as also. Salah, Palmer, Saka, Garnacho, Isaac, João Pedro, Wood. Not mad on the Cucurella transfer in. Might be alright. You need to get rid of Garnacho anyway. Probably would go Enzo. Nothing wrong. 2 free transfers, it's fine. It's not too bad. Any other defender in case it over Chelsea. They do have good fixtures, but fair enough, yeah. They do. Get him in. Get Cucurella in, fair enough. He's more chance of a yellow card than a return though. Right, what are we saying? Let's have a look on Twitter here for any lineups. 65 in the chat. Appreciate you all tuning in this morning then as well. Or this afternoon. I keep saying this morning. Any Gabriel news? Let's see. Salah captain is a majority vote. Seen a lot of Palmer captains. Seeing, I don't know. I'm not going to say that in case it's false. I'm not going to spread that. I'm seeing Gabriel starts, but I wouldn't believe it fully yet. Right, let's keep going. Gabriel going to play. Let's see. Potato waffles or hash browns on a fry? Hash browns. I wouldn't say no to fry now at this stage. Thanks for the advice. No bother, Ash. Good stuff. Greg, start 3 of Gabriel, Aït-Nouri, Caldwell or Poro. Gabriel, Aït-Nouri, Caldwell. Poro per sub. No. Southampton at home. They're not too bad at home. Maybe Poro. Would you start Poro over one of them? Maybe start Poro. Gabriel, that's tough. I'd still start Aït-Nouri. Wolves at home, they need a result. Hey Niall, great stream, appreciate that. Are you still kicking points? I haven't seen you kicking any these days, Pablo. I am, but it's very, very hectic with the turnaround. Are you in goal with Pablo? Do let us know. I had a match on Thursday evening. Played the match, and then I asked the chairman would he leave the floodlights on for an extra 2 minutes. So there's a bit of a pressure on for the captaincy. Sherman as well played here for the captaincy this week, but got it done. It's just with the quick turnaround to the deadlines, it's very, very hectic. But that was in Killanangie, so shout out to that chairman that left that on for me during the week just to get the video done. KSI donated £500 to Andy on stream. Just to say Gabriel wasn't starting. He was just trolling him anyhow. £500, lovely donation there. Shout out to Andy, fair play. Thanks as always. I was thinking Gusto originally, but I don't know if he's nailed. He's probably isn't, no. Gabriel situation is annoying. Very annoying. It's more the fact that Saliba's scoring for fun as well, which isn't great. Just had a fry. I'm stuffed now. I might have to go for one. What's your go-to hangover food? Might be eyeing up a spice bag after this. It's either straight to bed or a spice bag. Maybe a spice bag, we'll see. It'll either make or break me now, to be honest with you. And then if Salah doesn't return, that'll be worse now too. Enzo or Rodgers this week? Enzo. Clive or Rodgers? Who should I start? Probably Clive, or maybe he's on penalties. He's a luxury of having two there though. Fair. Yeah, Gusto wouldn't be fully gone then. Right, what are we saying there in the chat? Would you start Amon or Rodgers? Rodgers out of those. 32 minutes to go until the deadline. Make sure your team is locked in. I looked like a Cambridge professor this morning. I'm told in me Patreon. Couldn't hack the contacts this morning. Appreciate that, Parente, if you are watching. Find a Guinness the best hangover cure, Keith? Maybe. We'll see. Might go in and watch the Liverpool game. We'll see. Kebab and chips for me is a hangover meal, Ian. You're out in Sydney though. What's the hangover food like over there though? Is there much of a... Where do you go? Do you go to Deliveroo or where do you go? Kebab and chips though. We only had the meal last night. Maybe I should have ate after as well, which didn't help the getting up situation today. Do you know if Strand Larson is starting? We'll see. Really not digging the new chip. Can see a lot of flukes and big holes. We'll have a can in the hand today, Claire. Appreciate Claire. You said you'd tune in, good woman. Love to see that. With the new chip, it's just a pity they didn't give us extra money. Obviously, if you're playing the price rises throughout the year, you're going to be able to afford the likes of Slot, Arteta, Guardiola if you want him, but it's probably going to be Slot or Arteta for the 1.5 million price tags on the managers. But 6 points for a win, 3 points for a draw, extra point per clean sheet and goal scored. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to the 1.5 million unless I save up a few transfers and get rid of Trent. But double gaming for Liverpool on the horizon then as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Makes Haaland even less of an asset, even less of an asset also with the managers also. We'll have a can in the hand today. Maybe that could be the cure instead of going to bed. Best of luck, lads, this week. Hopefully I can sneak into the top 100k. I'm off for a few points. Jovial, Gent for tuning in. Appreciate that. Enjoy your points. Captain Salah or Palmer? I'm on Palmer. I'm on Salah. Onana, Gabriel, Caldwell, Nori, Mbuemo, Palmer vice captain, Saka, Mo Salah captain. Good to see that. João Pedro, Nick Jackson, Cunha. Who's on the bench in case Gabriel doesn't play? Let us know. Yeah. Any other defenders on the bench? Onana, he might get some save points against City. Good stuff. I used to play Hurling left corner forward and scored many a point and many a goal. Good stuff. Couldn't score a point in football to save my life. Good luck this game week. Appreciate that. I've never played Hurling, so I'd be absolutely useless at it. That's why I got Fintenberg a few times to go out the videos with me. 52 in the chat. If you can at all, head on down there, give the stream a like. And if you haven't done so already, if you wouldn't mind, click and subscribe on the channel. We're 90 subs off hitting 7,200. It's doable. We've the end of this stream and then another stream before Christmas to try and get 7,200. How's the head, Ryan O'Mara? Not great. I have the glasses on today, that's why. Cheers for tuning in. Good stuff. Gabriel confirmed to the squad. Maybe I should get defensive cover in case he doesn't make it. Yeah, we'll give us 15 minutes, Michael. Let's see if we do get any Arsenal team news. What are we saying there? Have a quick scroll. For Gabriel owners, he's got a late fitness test. He's got a late fitness test before the deadline, before the game. That's what Focal's saying. Make sure you have cover on the bench, so for Gabriel. He's got a late fitness test, Michael. So what are you saying then if he's out? Kanate. Who could you get in? Maybe Caldwell for Kanate, but you'd be happy enough with it. Nori Hall. Vandenberg isn't a too hectic of a first sub to have there, but maybe Caldwell. Late fitness test anyway. Bournemouth manager is the best manager I've seen points wise. Must be a few upsets if the team 5 places lower wins as extra 10 points for make it 16-point win. As well, like, does that mean for the double gaming for Liverpool, is it better having Slot in instead of the triple captain? If they get 2 wins, 12 points, probably it nearly is, you know. And if you captain Salah himself, is Salah going to get more than 12 points over the double game week? You'd be hoping. I'll be hoping anyway. I'll be triple captain and Salah anyway. I'll be hoping he does. Bench Fabianski, Smith Rowe, Hall, Lewis, 0.2 in the bank, 2 free transfers. Would you start Fabianski over Onana? Probably start Fabianski. Bournemouth. Onana might get a few save points. I can see City scoring any. United are terrible. And Onana gifted a goal as well during the week. So, yeah, 16 points for a win. And every goal scored then as well. So you're getting an extra at least 1 point if they get the win as well. Yeah. Late fitness test for Gabriel anyway. What are we saying? Madueke, Sancho or Enzo? Enzo looks to be the most nailed out of those. Wouldn't go Madueke anyway. Has to be Palmer anyway if you don't have Palmer. Yeah, late fitness test for Gabby. He's not ruled out at least. But he has a late fitness test. Okay. Enzo out of those. I would go, yeah, Enzo. Right, what are we saying here? Trent, Gabriel, Nori. Rodgers, Saka, Palmer, Salah, Jackson, Pedro, Cunha. Roll there. You're good to go. Got back there, yeah, that's all good. Worth a -4 for a defender. No, not worth it. Not worth a print if you're watching. Not worth it, no, because you need the clean sheet just to break even then. 0.9 million in the bank. Would you start Canada for Kirkes and start Kirkes over Mazraoui? I would. Or would you do Gabriel to Trent? Only 1 free transfer and Gab doesn't play. Keep Gab anyway. Late fitness test for Gab. Not worth it. Not worth a hit for a defender anyway. Definitely not. Greaves might come on as he did in the last week. 0.9 in the bank. Would you sell Canada for Kirkes or start Kirkes over Mazraoui? Would nearly go Chelsea defender there, to be honest with you. Caldwell, 8 Norrie Hall, bench 1, start 2. Maybe Caldwell. No, maybe Hall. Vardy might get one. Maybe Hall. Stick with this team and captain and get Rodgers in. Good to go there. Good to go there. Looks good. Patreon is all going Salah, which is good to see as well, but more pressure on me then. What do you think of Kelleher and Vardy, the Timber and Allison for a -4? If you've no other goalkeeper, maybe you have to. Palmer double again. Could well happen. Could well happen, Ian. Hopefully Salah double. Just that run for Salah is absolutely outrageous. Crazy run there. What happens if manager gets sacked midweek game? That would be just my luck. True. Then just don't go for managers who could get sacked. But then you're missing out on the fun of it then. Kunasatá to Egdul Kunasatá Shegdul Egdul Gamai. And Captain 2 go Curfew Lucas Dina 2/1 game week show. Would he start? Probably should. The man, the myth, the legend. Leave him in if you can. Wouldn't be taking him out for a hit anyway. Just start him if you know other issues. What about captain in De Bruyne? No, he always does good against United, and he's been lucky with not getting more assists or goals, Champions League games included. He's enough of a differential on his own, De Bruyne. If you have him, I wouldn't be captain or no. 89 subs off 7.2k. Many in the chat. 50 watching in the chat. Good turnout this morning then as well. If you can at all, head down there. Give the stream a like. We're close to 40 likes on stream. And I'd really appreciate if you could do that. And if you haven't done so already, head on down there. Click subscribe on the channel. Bruno Fernandes or João Pedro? Can you start the two? I'd be going João Pedro. He might only get 60-70 minutes, but that's enough for him to return against Crystal Palace. No return last week. Only one return in the last two. He's on penalties. He's got a nice run of fixtures as well. Brighton do. Up until the new year anyway. Even after that then as well, they've a nice run. So João Pedro won't be leaving my team anytime soon. Let's try and start the two if you can, Jason, but I'd be probably starting João Pedro if I had to, out of the two of them. 22 minutes to go until the deadline. I have three free transfers made here. A lot of Palmer captain I'm seeing. Rico to Kirke's thoughts. City are poor. City are poor defensively for sure, so nothing wrong with that. %61% on Salah, which is good to see. Twitter's very much Palmer central. 163 votes, yeah. Twitter is very much Palmer central. Only 2% for Isak, 2% for Saka then. Leicester have conceded the most away goals per game, 2.6, and the most goals to strikers this season, 12. They've also conceded 47 shots in their last two games. Not a bad show for Isak, captain. 47 shots conceded in their last two games. Have Isak in any? If he could get a few returns. What is he, around 25% ish? 24. Okay. Still a nice differential ish. So transfer Mbeumo out, Killian. Who's the options? What money have you? Let us know. Roberto, hope we're keeping well. FPL Yellow Army decided to bench Porro because there's rumours he's benched. So would you start Semedo or Hall over Porro? And then who would you have between Porro and the other first defensive sub? If you've got Pedro Porro, maybe just start him. Just put him in. That's not happening the game. He could return well. If not, Hall over Semedo. I can see Ipswich getting one. Semedo has no real attacking output. More chance of a Newcastle clean sheet against Leicester, so maybe that. But I'd still start Porro. Haaland for the Ironman as a differential. Shane, I had him differential for the Ironman last week and he couldn't do anything. But let's get a poll going on that, William. Yeah, but no. Can see City hammering them. City are awful as well. City are dreadful too. Let's get a poll here. What manager are you going for? From William's suggestion, right? Let's move this out the way. 20 minutes to go. Keep the questions coming in if you can. What manager? What happened to Jackson? He just was given out when he got taken off. Just having a look here now. Yeah. No updates on that, right? Arteta. Bottom. Right. I don't mind the chip, to be honest with you. It's just the fact they didn't give us extra budget. That's why. Bearing in mind, keep in mind that you have to, if you want Arteta or slot, you have to get 1.5 million extra. Bench one out of Mbeumo, Rodgers, 8 Nori, Caldwell, Kirkes. Maybe Rodgers. What do you think of Kelleher and Verdial to Timber and Allison for -4? If you know the keeper, go for it. Steve McMahon, hope you're keeping well. At a pantomime with kids, so can't hear anything. Fair play for tuning in with at the pantomime. Love that. Could anyone tell me if it's been a week if Watkins starts, please? They're the 5:30 game. I'm seeing big reports that are the league lineup or the predicted lineups is saying Duran starts anyway. If you had Watkins, I'd probably move him on. What are your transfer plans for the next 5 weeks or so? Next week, probably Rodgers to Ahmad. Yeah. Yeah, probably be Rodgers to Ahmad. Boring enough, but Rodgers to Ahmad. Week after, probably save a transfer. Team isn't too bad. Try to offload the Wolves lads after that United game. You can nearly keep him for the United game, but I'm sure Nouri's going to pick up a yellow card. Hopefully he doesn't get it this week. If he gets it next week, it's fine. I'll have him for the Leicester game, and then can offload then. But yeah, next week is probably looking at Rodgers to Ahmad next week when he's got City. Trent Mazraoui, Davies, 8 Nori. Which three in the fence? Trent, 8 Nori, Davies. There you go. I had a pantomime. Love that. Fair play for tuning in. Larson to Isaac, if it means transferring out Bruno Fernandes for a 5 to 6 million replacement on 2 free transfers. Get Ahmad in at that round that price is what I would say. Semenyo either, but I think Ahmad. What happened to Jackson? He was just giving out when he got taken off last week. That's all. That's all that happened. 16 minutes to go. Rodgers to Enzo, free transfer. Should have replaced Gabriel. Gabriel's got a late fitness test, so we're still waiting for an update on that. $52 or 55 in the chat. Love to see that. We're nearly on 50 likes as well. 89 subs off, hitting 7.2k. If you are watching for the first time, I'm not normally hungover when I do these streams. If you haven't done so already, head on down there. Please click subscribe. Made sure to get the stream out this morning, after the Christmas party last night. But if you haven't done so, head on down there. You'd make an Irishman very happy on this Saturday afternoon. Very much appreciated. Mitoma, Wissa, Cunha, Jackson, bench 1. Probably Vissa or Mitoma. Probably Vissa, you know. Jackson or Gordon this week. Jackson. Reedy, how's it going, mate? Hope you're keeping well. Bench 1 out of Mbuemo, Rodgers, 8 Nori. Yeah, we said that already. Probably Rodgers. What do you think of Kelleher? Forgot Maresca. Maybe. True, I should have thrown him in, actually. 50-50 on the bottom half of the table too is interesting. Bournemouth manager not there, but that's who I'll be going for. Fair enough. Do you think transferring Vardial to Saliba is a good idea? Not bad. Rodgers to Enzo, free transfer, or should I place Gabriel? Let's wait and see if we get news on Gabriel. Have some cover on the bench just in case Gabriel doesn't start. Would you take a hit for Isaac or just start Rodgers, Pow? I'd just start Rodgers. How are you feeling about Gabriel? At least he's there or thereabouts. But it'd be worse if he started the game and then went off before 60. Wouldn't be ideal. So I don't know. I've covered on the mention Davies if needs be, but Gabriel has been seen with the squad. Good. Lovely. He's been... Right, he's been seen with the squad. So if you have Gabriel, let's keep him. Really going well, mate. You Smith's been hammered lately for the lad. Good stuff. Good to hear that. We had our Christmas party last night, really, in Galway. Very, very hectic time of year. I'm sure you know. We've offers going left, right, and centre. I have to set up all the offers all the time. Forget about work though. But I'm glad we're getting sorted for the Christmas anyway. Positive news on Gabriel, exactly. He's with the squad anyway. Don't know why you're saying he's not starting. Glenn Jacob, appreciate the donation there, man. Really appreciate that, man. Good stuff. Positive news on Gabriel, definitely is. Should I start Garnacho? Shout out Glenn there. Appreciate that, Glenn. Good stuff. Gabriel bench and incoming, I am suggesting. True. I think you keep him though if you have him. Yeah, there's no point getting rid of him. If he does start, you could easily get a return. Should I do Garnacho, Mazraoui to Enzo and Timmer? Would mean double Arsenal defence of Gabriel. Nothing wrong with that at all. Keep up the good work, son. Appreciate that, really. And happy Christmas to you. I'm sure I'll see it before the Christmas anyway, with good stuff. I still have to do all my Christmas shopping yet then too. Haven't even gone near Smith's yet. A lot of board games to be got. A lot of Christmas shopping to do. Galway is like a jungle at the moment, or it's like a zoo in town. So busy. Took me a while to get home as well. Anyway, we're not talking about that though. Bet Rogers or Raoul this week. Maybe Raoul. I'm going to be biased and say Trent. I've got Trent, so maybe bench Raoul out of those. Gabriel to Timber for free. No, keep Gabriel. He's been seen with the squad, which is positive. So I wouldn't transfer him out. Definitely not. No. 12 minutes to go. What are we saying in the Patreon here? Not sure I can roll with the doubts over Gabriel. I think I may need Saliba as of the 0 Arsenal cover. Yeah, if you're joining late, Gabriel has been seen with the squad. What's the play, Michael? I think, yeah, back to you. So, Gabriel, seen with the squad, Michael. So, I think you keep him. So, 8 Nori Hall, Gabriel on the fence. 3 free transfers. Point 2. Can you get Odegaard for Bruno? But then you can nearly roll, Michael. There's no one really around that price point. 8.6 we're looking at for you. Who have we? Nobody screams out to me there. You could nearly roll. Good math, that. You could nearly roll, Michael. It's not ideal having Bruno, but United's fixtures after this week aren't bad at all, and I'll be looking at getting Ahmad in for those. Even the Newcastle home isn't a bad fixture at all. So maybe keep Bruno. Have you enough for Odegaard? Could maybe go Bruno to Odegaard. Have you enough? 8.3 you do. I'd nearly roll in your situation, Michael. Gabba's fine. Kanata to Caldwell maybe. 3 free transfers. You have to get a defender for Caldwell anyway. Or you could get you could get Hodgson for Bournemouth. Fixtures aren't too bad. West Ham, Palace, Fulham, Everton over the next couple. I'd maybe go Chelsea defender. And then at least you've cover if needed this week. If Gabriel doesn't play from one of your free transfers. If that's alright, Michael. Can get Odegaard, but Bruno's good fixtures after this week. I'd maybe just Kanat hit the Caldwell. And then it's not ideal. You're benching Caldwell then, but let's see. Maybe that, Michael. Let me know what you think on that. If not, we'll go somewhere else. Go Bruno to Odegaard then. Slot, yeah, that's I was expecting that. Would you not take out Vissa? Tough fixtures coming up. I think I'd prefer Saka this week. Yeah. Or what else? Johnson, Vissa, Haaland. He's a Cunha. Bench Vissa or Evan Nielsen this week game week. Vissa, I would say. Roy, hi. Why did you decide to go with Salah? I'm quite the same, but still a little hesitant. Thanks for your help. Just a good feeling. Bassi and Anderson are out for Fulham, so it's going to be Diop, centre back. I can see Liverpool getting a few. Liverpool are a different level. Chelsea could easily get a few then as well. It's very close. I could nearly captain Palmer. Just the fact that Salah plays first, but I think Salah can do well. 8 minutes to go to the deadline. Make sure you're getting your teams locked in then as well. Afternoon, Niall brought in Raya for Verbruggen this game week. Nothing wrong with that. Donald Moore, hope you're keeping well, man. Cheers for tuning in. 67 in the chat. We're nearly on 50 likes as well. If you haven't liked the stream, head on down there. Give the stream a like if you can at all. Big call with this then as well with Salah over Palmer. Could be the difference between getting me top 100k before Christmas. Let's see. If you haven't done so already as well, I'm sure there's a lot of new people watching me this morning. Head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. We're trying to hit 7,250, 7.2k before Christmas. Will be brilliant. So if you haven't done so already, I'd really appreciate it. Head on down there, click subscribe. Yeah, bench Vista. Get some drink down you, maybe an apple sort the hangover, yeah. Maybe a wee nap before the Liverpool game. Let's see. What else have we? Any more tweets? No, that's alright. I'm gonna give this a little retweet here while we're still here. Keep the questions coming in if you can at all then also. 7 minutes to go. What else is the chat saying? Keep him for hope for the best. Yeah, I think it's the right call. Peter here, right? Do I start Burn? 8 Nori, Gabriel, Trent. No. Start Gabriel. In case he plays. Take a hit for Saka, Evan. Who are you getting rid of? Depends who you're getting rid of. 0.3 free, or 0 in the bank, 3 free transfers. Any changes needed? Good to go there. Good to go, Jared. Peter, Raya, Hall, Trent, 8 Nori, Saka, Palmer, Mbeumo, Rogers, Salah, Jackson, Cunha. Good to go. I'm on Salah. 6 minutes ago. Haaland and Bowen to Saka, Isak for a hit, Evan. Maybe. What are we saying here, Michael? Or is it William? Michael, is this okay? Looks good, yeah. Bruno Fernandes isn't ideal this week, but it's just because United's fixtures are good after this week, so that's why I'd keep him in the team there. Right, I'll go back to my own team. Haaland and Bowen to Saka, Isak for a hit. I'd probably go for it, Evan. Maybe means probably. Yeah, I'd go for it. Is there a rush to get Kelleher out? If you've no other... Is there a rush to get Keller out? If you know their goalkeeper, obviously there is. I think Alisson comes back into the team today. Surely you might have Fabianski. Is it worth keeping Mbeumo or us towards a goal? If you have him, if you've no other issues, keep him. Keep him, that's fine. I took him out to get Salah back in. That looks good there, Michael. If you are still watching. Fair. I'm Rob doing. Yeah, Michael, that's all good. Just got back to you there. Newcastle team news. Nothing on Twitter, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, Gabriel's with the squad. Seen a lot of Palmer's captain. Palmer captain all over Twitter. I think I'm leaving it on Salah. A lot of Palmers. It's going to be another rough week. If 5 minutes of deadline, just joining the stream, just famous. Hope you're keeping well. Thanks for tuning in, as always. 5 minutes ago, yeah, get the teams locked in. Start Matoma or Semenyo? Probably Matoma. Yeah, Matoma. If you have Gabriel in the team, start him. Start him in the team. He's been spotted with the squad. That means he's probably passed the fitness test. 76 in the chat then as well. Cheers for tuning in this morning. If you haven't done so already, surely there's somebody that haven't subscribed. Head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. If this is your first time watching me, Christmas party last night. I had to make sure I did the stream this morning. So if you haven't done so, if you want to show your appreciation, just go down there, click subscribe. Would be a big help to the channel. We just got a sub there. Appreciate that. Stick to your gut, but I also changed from Salah to Palmer as Brentford conceded 28 and Fulham 20 for the season. Yeah, I basically need two returns from Salah today to even watch the Chelsea game tomorrow at ease. I need I'll even take 8 from Salah as long as he scores Salah today. I don't mind. Right then, we'll end that poll. Pope out for Newcastle. He is, yeah. Yeah, Salah. Even when we did the poll earlier, Salah was the popular pick for the captaincy. It's going to be very, very close between the two of them, anyhow. 2 minutes to go. Get the teams locked in if you can. We're nearly on 1,000 views in as well, so good return on the stream this morning. Start João Pedro, Strand Larson. João Pedro, definitely. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this so I have the tweet ready to go after this. Start Rodgers and Semenyo. I'm on Captain Salah too. Glad to hear that. Probably Semenyo. There's a slight chance Rodgers might get rotated. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. It might be the City game, or it might be this weekend. Fingers crossed it isn't this weekend, because I'll be getting rid of Rodgers next week. Salah will score, but Palmer will score more, Ian. We'll see. I'll be even last week when Haaland scored, I was happy out Saturday night, and then Palmer got the penalty, and then I knew then I wasn't bothered then. FPL Foxy, send team right very quick. You have a minute to go. Great stream, appreciate that. 3 free transfers. What to do here quickly? Right, Mazraoui to Caldwell, maybe Palmer captain. Then you're good to go, I'd say. GW16 I rolled the 4 free transfers. I think you're fine even without that, but probably would do a defensive transfer. But you won't have time now. FPL Foxy, but I really appreciate you tuning that. Good stuff. Isaac and Salin, first time playing with no City players. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Palmer captain. Everybody's going Palmer captain. I need a big return from Salah there. That's another deadline. I didn't think we'd make it, but we did. And we just hit 1,000 views. Love that. Before you start popping off or dropping off, if you haven't done so already, head on down there, click subscribe. We're 84 subs off hitting 7.2k. Nothing like leaving it last minute. No, exactly. Keep just changing the Palmer. Fair. I've left it on Salah. 122k overall, Salah. Please get us into the promised land of the top 100k. If you can, please. I'd appreciate that. Do we wait 15 minutes for Arsenal team news? Maybe we do. To see if Gabriel is starting or not. Let's get this tweet up anyhow. What are we saying? Right. 4 transfers next week. Fair. Everybody on Twitter is on Palmer captain. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's going to be enjoyable if or not enjoyable if Salah blanks. Here's the Liverpool team news anyway. Alisson, Trent, Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Gravenberch, Jones, Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Luis Diaz. John Phelan, great stream. Appreciate that for tuning in, John. Good man. You're here every week. Good stuff. That's the Liverpool team news there. Let's see if we get any Arsenal team news. I'm just going to throw up this tweet. What did I do? Haaland. Can't even remember what I did. Haaland. Mbuemo. And Mikalenko. To Isaac. Salah. Trent. Gabriel benched. Fuck. Saying Cunha's bench. Who's saying that? Where to see Gabriel's bench? Let's see that before. Not seeing it anyway. Where are you seeing that, Ian? Or maybe you're trying to mess with us. Cunha's benched, or is they playing at 3 o'clock? Maybe they are. No, I can't see him being benched. Haven't heard anything yet, Ian. That's alright. Alright, let's get this tweet up. And we'll get some Arsenal team news. If you haven't liked the stream as well, head on down there, give the stream a like. And before y'all drop off, if you wouldn't mind, click and subscribe on the channel. We're probably the more realistic goal is 7.2k before Christmas. Let's get this up right. Yeah, need a Salah haul this evening or today. Every Palmer point is going to be negative for my rank, I'm going to assume. Right, that's the tweet gone up. Palmer everywhere is all I'm seeing on Twitter. 7.2k before Christmas and 10k before the New Year. Come on, lads, Ian. 10k before the New Year is very, very ambitious. I'll be doing very well to get that. We're 83 off 7.2k. Appreciate that, Ian. Good man. Let's see any Arsenal team news. Bruno expected to fall. Salah rose last night. Wood rose last night. Jesus. Everybody's on Palmer captain on Twitter. Jesus Christ. If Salah blanks, I'm going to have to stay off Twitter. Everybody is on Palmer captain. Jesus. You think Bowen will be good? Yeah, he's a good shout. Jesus Christ. I'm scrolling here. Everybody's on Palmer. It's not going to be enjoyable if Salah blanks. Okay. Bowen will be good, yeah. But if you want to get Bowen in for Mbeumo next week, it's too late now. The deadline is gone. But right, maybe we'll leave it like at that. So, Andy is Captain Palmer. Thought you'd like to know. Everybody is Captain Palmer. Need Salah to do well. Fell for the Cunha joke. Cunha and Mbeumo to Isaac. And Cunha and Mbeumo to Isaac and Kleiber for free seems grand at 10k rank. Jeez, you got rid of Cunha, Jack, but you're 10k overall. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just looking at what food do I get. Try and sort this hangover out. Boojum. Be a bit too heavy on a hangover, wouldn't it? Right, we're going to do that. Andy Captain Palmer, yeah. Right, any other news here? Beef kebab, Niall the Curia. No, I think that'd make me sick, Ian, if I did. Come on, where's this Arsenal team news? If it helped, I'll switch from Palmer to Salah captain in solidarity with you. I love that. Good man. Or Claire, sorry. Not good man. I appreciate that, Claire. Let's see. It's the hangover's going to be a lot worse if Salah blanks, but I've finally bought Salah, but don't want him to score as I'm captain and Palmer. Yeah, and I don't want Palmer to score. FPL is a weird game. Imagine, I remember explaining to my dad. I was watching games. I was like, right, maybe we do leave it there. And I'm gonna sort myself out with a shower and that. If you haven't done so already, head on down there, give the stream a like. Appreciate everyone for tuning in this morning. 62 likes, love to see that. Fingers crossed for a Salah Haaland coming. Or it's going to be a long weekend. Yeah, we'll see you all next weekend. So, City Villa, the early kickoff. fingers crossed for a green. Best luck to everyone this week. Hopefully you do get a green hour as well. And whoever you've captain, hopefully you get a haul. Salah especially. Right, leaving it there. So appreciate you all tuning in. Ash Rash captain Salah. Salah captainers assemble. Big couple hours ahead for us. I know Palmer's going to get a return. I've more faith in Salah. Right, we're going to leave it there. Best of luck for the week. Thanks for watching. Era Boo. Hopefully all your arrows are green this week. We'll see you during the week for a team selection video. Might try get a transfer plans one out tomorrow then as well if I can. But best of luck for the week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.